of attack, just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Let's go. And we got number 53, Mike 53.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And an alley to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run with Chubb, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
We got this.
Mayfield on first down. Steps away. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Allen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Allen's got it complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Hey, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got Allen. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Taking on the midfield logo. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Philadelphia ready to get the football back here. And I wanted to revisit where they're at right now after that loss at Dallas Week 7. Because remember, Doug Peterson was really confident last week. He said, look, we're going to go down to Dallas. We're going to get the win in that football game. Well, he was half right. They did go down to Dallas, but they were throttled by the Cowboys 37-10. And now you think about it, 2 straight losses, and they're at 3 and 4. Not a good spot.
And I know people will look at Carson Wentz and the offense, and that's where the focus will be, but you have to look at the defense. They've given up 75 points the last 2 weeks. They're not getting the same production that you would expect from some of their big-time players, and they've had a lot of injuries. And the schedule doesn't get easier for them. They've got to go to Buffalo, then they're home for Chicago before their open week, and they will need that open week trying to get some people back.
And statistically, that last loss, important because 51% of teams that start 4 and 3 go to the playoffs. If you start 3 and 4, just 14%.
But if there's one team that can make that number stand on its head, I'd say it'd be Philadelphia. Remember where they were at midseason last year? They made a late rush to get into the playoffs.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. 23 yards, the final tally. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a pass, it's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Watch 32.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield caught by the tight end Ertz. And he coughed it up. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On second down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. The tackle made by Keith Bullock. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Chubb. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Mahomes
now on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one complete to Reed. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
It's brought in left side by Tate. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down. They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From a yard out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A first down throw for Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, I would throw in there as well, at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. Some Giants at Detroit. All of a sudden, Detroit's at the bottom of the NFC North.
And everyone says the same thing about them. They have great talent. That's a really good football team. Hard to believe they're 2-3-1 right now.
Last but not least, what about the Steelers hosting Miami Monday night? They cannot lose that one.
They absolutely cannot, because Baltimore is threatening to run away with the division. Pittsburgh has to have that game on Monday night.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mayfield down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember,
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far, 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for first place this deep into the season?
No.
Okay, how about the Carolina Panthers? Start 0-2 with Cam Newton, undefeated without him. How about 2 down? The Atlanta Falcons. I thought they'd press for a playoff spot. And the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about the Browns at 2-4? I thought you'd put them in there.
I didn't expect them to be the team others thought in preseason. I thought they might contend for a playoff spot, but it doesn't surprise me overall.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So, back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there. 41 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay. And
he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Let's go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, that's complete. It's Gordon. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Mayfield. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Mayfield. This is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got his big tight end, Dallas Clark. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he finds Howard complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the...
And welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here are visitors to take over on offense.
Black 20.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Colts offense coming back out here, CD, and this is a team with that win over Houston that has defeated the Texans 3 straight times, including that wild card win in last year's playoffs. But we discussed what Brissett has meant to this team. Zach Pascal had a big game against Houston. 6 catches, over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, all career highs. And T.Y. Hilton continuing to have his way with Houston.
Boy, does he ever. 16 career games when he sees the Texans. 86 catches, 1,604 yards, and 10 touchdowns. That's a big season. That's an all-pro season that he's put up against the Houston Texans.
And looking ahead for Indy, they're going to host the Broncos Week 8. Then they go to Pittsburgh, back home for the Dolphins and Jags. 4 winnable games for Indianapolis. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Still first down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. To
throw again on second down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And again, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Mahomes to throw once more. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. And his throw here's incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. But it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tate. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Goff completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Goff. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's...
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Flying 90. 43. Check, 43. Pick me up. Here we go. Cut.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, LA! Adam Thielen, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
65.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or
Golden Tate's gonna go. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Golden Tate, 37 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Rams offense coming back out here. You know, I mentioned earlier their game against Atlanta. They returned to Atlanta for the first time since playing there in Super Bowl 53 when they only had 3 points. A lot better this time. Their offense came to play 37 points, breaking a 3-game losing streak. And defensively, Charles, they had Jalen Ramsey in tow.
What a big-time move by the Rams administration. So that tells you that this team continues to be built for now. They're going for it, trying to win a Super Bowl. They did it last year with a lot of moves and acquisitions. They're doing it again this year, Jalen Ramsey being the foremost one. So this team now trying to keep pace, trying to catch San Francisco and Seattle. They lost to both of them earlier this season. Now they go across the pond, London to play Cincinnati, get an open week, and that allows Jalen Ramsey to really get acclimated to what they do. And they'll need him because after the open week, at Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Baltimore, real meat of their schedule.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw again is Wilson. He completes it to Tate. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's brought in left side by Tate. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone Touchdown, Indianapolis. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Wilson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Here we go.
So 2 quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A give running right is Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mahomes going to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw.
And remember.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move
Hey, everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
As Washington's offense comes back out here for this next possession, and let's kind of look at where they're at right now, CD. 1-6, 7 weeks into the season. We know about the coaching change and everything that's happened there, but only 154 yards of offense last week against the Niners, and they've now lost 8 straight at home at FedEx Field.
Yeah, nothing to feel bad about with 154 yards of total offense against San Francisco. They just held down the Rams the week before and really throttled them, so you know you're dealing with something tough. But 8 straight losses at home. Every team talks about protecting the home field. I don't see very many prospects for them getting better this season. So to me, that means doing whatever possible to get the rookie quarterback Dwayne Haskins ready to go and play him the rest of the way. Play him through the good, play him through the bad, play him through the ups, play him through the downs, and see if you can get a jump start towards 2020.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 46 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Like 80. Like 4. I got you. Check.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He gets this one to Garcon. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
White 80. 55. Watch the split.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger, and that's complete. It's Allington. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ben to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Dawson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes, and he finds the tight end, Reed. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. He completes it to Tate. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we've hit it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a first down. First and goal, Foster. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense. Down 14-10, a minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Big Ben. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Roethlisberger, and this is caught by Watkins.
A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of good decision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's brought down. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And there was can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Oh, and I think the Redskins got it. Yes, they did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
He's going to let it fly. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. All day, just like that, just like that.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw right sideline here is complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got his man. This is Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Vick. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. Vick operating on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Vick got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They find some open field here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Vick to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
25 yards that time. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Vick now trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes over the middle, complete to Tate. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A first down carry here for Johnson. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the coach, and we're set to bring you coverage from Madden Ultimate Team. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee, right, Peter?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. He completes it to Tate. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet, and we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught by Howard. That one a first down pickup of 8. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Rodgers now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First half in. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Gaye's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers, and he finds the tight end, Reed. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same green.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hope. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Johnson. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Jordan Reed has it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. A toss play to Chubb. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run it here. This is James Wayne. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Rodgers. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Allen. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
And he's got it.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 11 yards there, first down. Rodgers now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football, they're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They run again on first down, Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 11. A minute 51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Rodgers, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw is Rodgers. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught by Cohen. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And it's complete. Hooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
26.
And again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.